Welcome to our very first episode of ILTACON Europe 2023 ILTA TV. My name is Beth Ann Stubbe, and I'm the Director of Publications and Press for ILTA. And today I am joined by our ILTACON Europe co-chairs. Both, welcome.
Thank you.
Damien, would you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm Damien Behan. I'm the Innovation and Technology Director at Brodie's, which is a UK law firm, and I am also a co-chair of ILTACON Europe and have done this. This is my second year, basically, and I've been an ILTA volunteer for many years now, and really enjoyed all the work that we do with the ILTA family.
Karen, this is your first time around. Would you tell everyone where you come from and who you are?
Sure. So I'm Karen Jacks. I'm the CTO at Bird & Bird, which is an international law firm in 32 countries. I've equally always been involved in ILTA, from advisory groups and so on, and gone to many of the events. I was kind of happy when Damien asked me if I would be a co-chair this year. And no, it's been really good. It's been great actually working with Damien on this, in assembling some great speakers and hopefully a great event.
Well, this is our 16th, I can't believe I'm saying that, year for ILTACON Europe. And it's been a really good conference. It's been really important for ILTA and ILTANs. But Damien, can you start us off, and can you tell me why this is such an important conference in Europe?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there are many conferences that people can attend, and there's lots of different things that we all get involved in. But I think ILTA is pretty special. I think the peer-powered side of ILTA has always appealed to me, and the fact that we are all dealing with the same problems and talking to each other about them. But this event specifically, I think, is really all about thought leadership. It's not about the day-to-day stuff so much. It's really about the big questions and the big ideas. And that to me is really important, as well as all the networking and getting together and seeing everyone and all the business partners. I think it's all about ideas and really getting to explore those as a group.
Karen, I know that this is, we had to cajole you to come on board, as Damien did, and we're grateful to have you. My question is, as a co-chair, what do you think separates this conference than any others that you've attended in Europe?
I think, well, really echoing what Damien just said, I think rather than just focusing on the tech, we're talking things around the tech. And, some of the speakers we've got are not even going to talk about technology. They're going to talk about leadership and psychology of leadership and performance and digital skills and so on. And I think that's what makes ILTA special. It's not just another, let's talk about generative AI, I had to say it, and all those. This is sort of, talking to topics that we as leaders of law firms are all interested in.
I think it's an interesting time for ILTA to resume conferences. In November, we've gone through a large swath of the year. We will have published our technology survey. We'll have had ILTACON in the US. We've already come out of legal sec. So I think there's a period here where we really have the time in the year to see the advances in technology. What do we think will be the most interesting topics at ILTACON Europe? Karen, let's start with you.
I think in the networking, it will absolutely be generative AI. I mean, where we are hosting the event at A&O, they're really big into this. They've made some quite large announcements. So I'm fairly certain there will be lots of people wanting to learn more there. I suspect that will just be that and very little else, because obviously this is so big in mainstream plus legal media. As I said, from the speaker's perspective, hopefully we're going to generate some discussions around other things, like the psychology, like the digital skills gap, which actually segues very well into the whole topic of new technology. Is, have we all got the skills in-house to help, fulfill the ambitions of us as law firms? And I think that will be a big topic.
Damien, as this is your second run through with us, and after truly an innovative and amazing 2022, how do you think 2023 is separate from 2022?
Well, I think obviously the thing about our sector and the work that we do is that it never stops changing. It's always there's always something new. And as Karen said, we weren't really talking about generative AI last year, although we did have an excellent session from Dr. Hannah Fry on AI more generally. But you know, things change very rapidly, so you're never going to have the same conference a year later because everything's moved on. But in addition to the things that Karen's mentioned, I'm particularly looking forward to the session on deep fakes and that side of cyber. I think that's something that has come to the fore because of all of the advances in generative AI. And that's something that we maybe are not dealing with right now, but we will be certainly in the future. So I think that's really the difference is we're a year on and the world has changed. So the conference has changed and when we're responding to what's around us, but also again, really looking forward.
I know that we're going to talk again in a couple days, but one of the things I want to leave our audience listening today is why should someone attend ILTACON Europe? It's November 15 to 16 at Allen and Overy in London. And it's a pretty cool event. Why would you ask someone to come? Karen, let's start with you.
Well, obviously it's got a fantastic agenda and is being very professionally chaired. Other than that, it's it really is a great opportunity to hear from some fabulous speakers about all sorts of topics. Everyone will leave there, I think, with some real key messages to take away back to their organisations. It's a chance to meet with your friends and colleagues from other law firms in a very professional setting. It's a chance to look at some of the products that vendors will have on display and learn what other firms are doing, and you get a party at the end of it.
How about from your end, Damien?
Yeah, I think the central London location being hosted at A&O, which is really a big law firm with an amazing event facility, that's a real draw. But it's really all about people for me. ILTA and ILTACON Europe is a great opportunity to meet with people from all over Europe, and some of whom we know well, some of whom are new. And really looking at not just the current crop, but the next generation of leaders and getting together and really thinking about and talking about the big issues of the day. And we've got these fantastic, very professional speakers, but then we've got lots of time to talk about what we've heard. And that to me is where we all digest it and really come together to think about what the impact will be on us. I think that's the real selling point, the USP of this conference.
Well, thank you both. I look forward to touching base with you individually as we dive further into ILTACON Europe 2023. Thank you.
Thanks, Beth.
Thank you.